Hey everybody, I'm David.
I'm Jess.
I'm the husband.
I'm the wife.
And we are married.
15 to life.
Stop messing with your headphones.
Every time I start talking, they start falling off. I don't know why. It's like my head moves and they start falling off.
I don't think I put enough of a pause there, but I don't care.
We're trying to rush. We're kind of in a rush.
We're kind of in a rush. And today probably won't be too long of an episode, but we'll make it worth your while listening to it. How's your day going, honey?
It's just been busy. I'm going out of town tomorrow. So just for one night. It's going to be like the quickest trip ever. You're not sad at all. You've been gone. We've hardly even seen each other all week.
I know,
David's been gone.
And I'm not enjoying that. I'm not enjoying that.
At least you'll be home getting some downtime after you've been so busy.
Yeah, but I'd rather have downtime with you, and that's going to feed into part of the conversation today. Yeah, it's been a busy week. I had staff retreat on Monday and Tuesday of this week, so we all drove 20 minutes north to like this little park area and ran into the pavilion and did a lot of calendar planning and prayer and vision casting for the next year, all that kind of stuff. I enjoy those things, but
October is just so busy.
I know we do it there because it's starting to be cool, but also the big conference that we all go to as a staff is in October. So October is kind of like staff regeneration time, which is great, but that's time away from the people I love the most in this world. So it's the only trade off of it. But,
yeah. So I've just been doing the mom thing. Yeah. The last few days.
Could you be a single mom without me?
No, I did not sign up for that.
Yeah, and hopefully you never will until the kids are old
Lord.
enough. Until the kids are old enough to take care of you.
Don't die and leave me with these kids.
Yeah, until they're like 65 and they're old enough to take care of you.
Yeah.
Let's wait that long. But yeah, it's been a busy morning. I got to go hang out with the mayor and pastors from around the city. We have mayor prayer once a month, so it's always fun to hang out with them and hear what's going on in our city. Jonesboro is exploding. Yeah. There's so much stuff happening in this city, and there's so much stuff going on, and there's building projects.
Jonesboro is like a small town, but big, like a big small town.
I know. Average population, last time I checked on the signs, is like 79,600 something. Mm-hmm. It's going to break 80 by the end of this year. People are coming here.
I'm not enjoying the traffic.
I don't like the traffic, but I love the fact.
I do like that we have a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah, I love the fact they're expanding our roads to be better for traffic, and they're bringing restaurants in. I just found out last month the mall has been purchased, so they're going to bring new stores to it.
I don't know if they're going to like redo it exactly. Like I don't know if it's going to be a mall.
They're going to remodel it, but they said the city
the space.
But they also said they're going to poll the city and say, what stores do you want in Jonesboro? And they're going to use that as like a baseline for some stores.
They're always going to want to bring in stores that people want.
Yeah, if you actually want to go and spend money at. So as opposed to
let's bring a store that everybody hates.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like everybody's like, well, this store is always in a mall, but is that the store we want in the mall? Maybe we don't want that store. So you want to get the store you do want.
I love how they always say, like, we're going to ask our citizens, and it's going to come down to what is the most affordable and the best money and that makes the most, it always comes down to the bottom line.
Also, just a disclaimer. If you hear me going a lot in this episode, I apologize. My nose is not good because of the fields they're burning, and so I forgot to do nose spray this morning. So, but I'm going to do my best to not mouth breathe or sniffle too much.
I woke up at like 2 a.m.
I need to get my own bottle. You have a bottle at the house. I need to like carry one around in my backpack. I need to just have one. So I may go to the store.
Slightly addicted to nose spray right now.
Hey, it works.
I know it's not good to have it a lot, but
all right. But today, honey, what are we going to do?
I thought it'd be fun to talk about the 5 love languages. If you've never heard, I feel like most people probably have heard of the 5 love languages.
Dr. Gary Chapman.
But basically, there's 5 different love languages, so we're going to talk about each one. And it's basically how you show or give love.
Right.
Because so many times, and this isn't just for marriage, this is for all of your relationships.
Yep.
So many times you will show love to someone, but they don't necessarily receive love that way. Hey, are you breaking out in a rash on this side?
No, honey. That's my sunburn peeling.
I thought you were having hives.
No.
I got a little scared for a second.
No.
Okay. Anyway, so if you are showing love to someone in the way that you want to receive love, but it's not necessarily how they receive love, there may be a disconnection. And me and David are fairly different on our love languages. So I thought it would be fun to kind of talk about the 5 love languages and give some examples, maybe tell some stories, kind of talk to each other about what ours are, because me and David do have very different love languages. And also your love languages can change over the years, which I think mine definitely has. I know one of the ones that I used to feel like I was pretty strong in is not even hardly a blip anymore. And it's crazy how just the different changes and seasons of your life will kind of bring about different love languages. I also think some of the love languages are very misunderstood. So we're going to kind of go into that and talk about there's no wrong love language. They just are. So we're going to talk about what they are, the benefits of them, how we can use them more effectively, and what each other's are.
Yeah, so and like she said, this isn't just for married couples. A lot of pastors and employers use this for their staffs,
your kids.
Yeah, for your kids.
Your family.
Yeah, because everybody needs to get their love tank filled. Everybody needs to feel loved, and
I want to say this too. Like they're all important. Like we all need all of them, but sometimes we need a little bit more emphasis on one versus the other.
Absolutely, and if you get even if your number one gets hit all the time, then you'll be like, well, you know what? I kind of want 2 and 3 to also get hit occasionally. Yeah. So it's definitely not an exact science. And, as with anything, if you don't get a lot of one or two of one of them or two of them, then you'll feel, maybe it's sometimes like you really want that to happen. But the majority of the time, your number one is the one that will fill your tank up the fastest and make you feel like that you're feeling loved by that person. What's also interesting to me, especially, is sometimes your number one receiving is not your number one giving.
Yeah.
And a lot of times people will, you'll feel loved receiving it a certain way. Usually they're the same thing.
Because
how you give love is how you would like to receive the love.
But if it's not, it's actually easier for you because that means you can show love in a different, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're always about telling someone how much you love them,
right,
because that helps you. If you can think of other ways,
right,
it might, you know what I mean? It might be.
I'm just saying I know this because my number one giving and receiving are not the same one. And I know they're not.
I have so many that are like kind of tied. So
yeah.
Also, I wanted to say, the thought just escaped me. Like literally, it was there, and now it's gone. I hate it when my brain does that. You were talking, and I'm like, I need to say that, and then it's gone. Oh well, maybe it'll come back at some point.
In the meantime, I'm going to edit that out.
That's okay.
So, but anyway.
Leave it in.
Okay, so the 5 love languages, like we said, and let's just go ahead and kind of talk you through them. So first one is words of affirmation.
Mm-hmm. And the description, quickly, is expressing love through verbal compliments, encouragement, and kind words. So an example would be, I love you, I appreciate you, you did a great job. Verbal communication.
Yep.
So what you speak to them.
Which also
could be written down.
Yeah, which is very biblical because praise is not praise until it is displayed outwardly. Mm-hmm. And, a lot of people are like, well, God knows my heart. Yes, but God still says speak. God still says.
And God may know your heart, but what about your people around you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, this is what I was going to say. Oh, I thought of it. We can't expect people in our life by osmosis to know these. So I think if you're watching this would be a great conversation to have with your family member, your kids, your husband. Now, I do think that we can notice the ways that maybe light that person up. But if you can talk to each other, we will have the quiz linked down below, hopefully, or just Google it. There's so many different ones out there.
And get the book and read the book.
Yeah. But talk about it because you're not just going to be like, I expect gifts, but they don't know that. And you never tell them that.
Right. And they should just know me because they love me.
But they might not. And so you have to sometimes ask for what you need.
Right.
And that can be really hard.
Yep.
But this is a great way to kind of break the ice and a tool to kind of talk about that without feeling like accusatory.
Absolutely. And we are not gurus at this. And we still miss it because, again, it's so easy to slink into your myopic view and I don't feel loved. Well, the Bible says in order to receive, you must first give. And so a lot of times if you will give to the person their primary, by reciprocation, they're going to want to love you back. And if they love you and care about you and they know your primary love language, then when you give them their primary, they'll return your primary.
And like I said before, a lot of times, depending on what season of life you're in, your love languages may change.
Yep.
And so you kind of have to,
But the majority of the time, the top one or two are going to stay pretty close to the top.
A lot over the years, actually. But
yep.
That's just me. Okay. So you want to talk about the next one? Acts of service.
All right.
So the description is showing love through actions that help or serve your partner. So some examples would be doing chores, cooking a meal, running errands, helping with a project. So this just shows the thoughtfulness that you thought to care, care for them, and caring through tangible effects. So it's tangible things you're doing for them.
Yeah, actual acts of service.
Acts of service. I think this one is huge for women.
Yep.
Because men have a lot on their plate too, but women have a lot on our plate, like in terms of the doing. I feel like men too, but women kind of can get overwhelmed in the doing. And so if someone that you love goes out of their way to help you, to think about you, that speaks a lot. I know a lot of women is acts of service.
Yeah. Men tend to have this too, but I've noticed that men tend to have this towards men. Like if a man says, I got to cut my grass this week, you might just show up and help them.
Men also, I think, take pride in, I'm doing this, like and women are like, hey, if you want to cut the grass for me, I don't really get excited about the grass.
But I'm not cutting grass for somebody else's wife. I'm not doing that.
I'm saying though, you cut the grass because you like the grass cut. I don't care about the grass.
Okay, well then when mosquitoes and ticks and snakes and everything else gets into our house, you can say, thank you, honey, for cutting the grass.
No, I appreciate it. I'm just saying there's other things that probably you do that excites me more.
All right, let's go gifts.
Receiving gifts. This one I feel like is the most misunderstood.
100%
and
it is.
Spoiler alert, it's one of mine. It is expressing love through thoughtful gifts, big or small. Big or small. This is not talking about, I want a brand new Gucci bag. That's not what this is.
Or a trip to the Bahamas.
To me, okay, so examples: surprising them with flowers, a favorite snack, or a meaningful keepsake. And this is right here is what I wanted to say. This shows that you are thinking about them and that they are cherished. I love, love, love when David will be like, oh, I was at the store and I saw this and I thought about you, and he brings it home to me. Mm-hmm. It's not about the actual gift.
Yeah, the price tag is not the deal.
It could be a candy bar. It could be, I needed a new type of pen and he saw, it could be like something super practical. A lot of times
on the way home, I went by Starbucks and got her a drink.
That means so much to me because, again, it's the thought.
Yep.
You were out doing something unrelated to me.
And Jessica was on my mind.
And I was on your mind. And you didn't just buy me something. You bought me something that I needed. I would like a special treat. People that are gift oriented, a lot of times it gets a bad rap because it feels like people think it's selfish.
Correct.
Or materialistic. And that is not what gifts are.
Now, the people that abuse it, and like if you get them a shirt from Walmart as opposed to higher brand, because I don't even know much higher the brands, but then if they open up like, oh, thanks, I appreciate it. That's the people that I'm like, okay, you're just superficial, materialistic.
That is not a gift love language person. That's just a selfish person.
Absolutely. So there is a difference.
And like, I have never been one that you have to spend this amount of money on. Like, we don't necessarily even get each other Christmas gifts. It's not about that.
No.
It's never been about brands for me. It's just about those little everyday things.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's go to quality time.
Yep.
The description is giving someone your undivided, that is the key word, attention and being fully present together. So this would be going on a walk, having a deep conversation, enjoying a shared hobby or activity, not like sitting at the restaurant on your phone. That would be the opposite of quality time, because we're not talking about quantity time.
Right.
It's quality time.
Correct.
And this one, I think, is sometimes the hardest to do because we're all so busy.
Yes.
And when
society is choking this out. And honestly, because this is being choked out, we do not know how to talk to each other. Yeah. We do not know how to value the other person's time. We do not think about how the time is the most valuable resource we have, because we don't know how much of it we have. And so when you take someone's time away that they could have been investing into their loved ones or into their children, a lot of times people are like, you're stealing something away from me that I will not be able to get back. You can always make more money back or get possessions back. You cannot get time back.
Well, and two, like, we think we have to maximize our time.
Yes.
So if I'm, going on a walk with you, but I get an email or I get a phone call, then I need to take that because I can be doing two things at once.
Right.
You can't be.
Nope.
That is not quality time.
Right.
If you're looking at your phone, if you're answering your phone, if you're trying to do something at the same time, that is not quality time. That's just you're in the same room together or whatever.
Absolutely correct. And finally, physical touch.
Physical touch. I was actually watching a psychologist talk. This was just so random. It wasn't even a part of their topic. It just kind of came up. It was a rewatch kind of a show, but the psychologist rewatches reality shows. And they were talking on the reality show about 5 love languages. And he was like, you know what? I have found most men's are physical touch. But he said, I think where they go wrong is with their wives. They say physical touch because they like being touched by their wife. It's like a romantic, sexual kind of touch.
Right.
Physical touch isn't just, I like when my wife does this. It's these people love to be hugged.
Yes.
They love to sit close to people.
They want to hold hands.
This isn't
they
just
shake hands.
I love being touched by my significant other.
Right. This is more than sex.
Right. So the description is expressing love through physical contact. So
not context, contact.
Hugs, holding hands, cuddling, gentle touches. Of course, this can be with your person.
Of course.
But this isn't. This is going to lead to more.
Right.
This is just, I feel loved when...
These are the kids that want to run up and hug you. These are the kids that want the high five. These are the kids that... These are the people that they are the first ones when they see you, they immediately put their hand out or they immediately open their arms to hug you. We
all know people like this, that they just love to be hugged.
Yes.
They love to touch other people, not in a creepy way. You know what I mean? So this conveys warmth, comfort, and intimacy in a direct, nonverbal way.
Right.
So that is the 5. And they say that each person usually has 1 or 2 primary love languages.
Yep.
So that's kind of what we want to focus on
for us.
And then we can talk about like maybe the ones that aren't at all our love language.
Yeah. But also, like I said, I want to definitely also talk about how we have learned over the years, because I didn't even think about this until we really started looking at back over the course of our marriage, and how not only have our languages shifted a little bit over time, we can talk about where they used to be and where they are now, but also, like I said up front, how the one you show as love may not be the one you want to receive. And that's people that are like that. I'll be honest, I am that person. People that are like that sometimes can be confusing, because they're like, well, I'm giving them what they give me, but you may not be filling their tank. And so therefore it can be frustrating sometimes to deal with somebody like me, who they're one giving versus one receiving
and
are
a
not
lot
the
of
same
times
one.
it doesn't feel natural to give someone the love language that they want. So sometimes we have to be super intentional about it, and not just be like, well, you know, I didn't really feel like doing that or whatever. So learning to be intentional about how we show love. You know, this is a great tool, not only, like we said, in a marriage, but how your kids receive love. How
your parents.
They're all of your different relationships.
Your boss.
All of your different relationships.
People that work under you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you can kind of tell, like, it'd be great if they just came out and said, this is how I receive love.
Yeah.
But if you watch them, you watch how they're...
If only the world was like The Sims, where they have that little thing following them around and it tells you what they are.
I can tell you, Lucy...
Yes.
100% is quality time.
Yes.
100% is quality time.
Yes.
Anytime I take her to do anything, she tells me about 100 times, thank you so much, Mommy. I just wanted to spend time with you,
And her
Mommy.
number 2 is gifts.
Yeah.
It absolutely is.
It is. And so
Nate's,
did I ask her that? No, but I can observe that.
Nate's, I think, is not quality time.
No.
Because he loves to be alone. Nate's, I would say, is probably... Oh, I think it's words.
I think it is words, and it's also physical touch.
I agree.
He loves to be hugged on his time.
Yes, on his time. But also because of his autism, sensory compression, hugs, and jumping up and down.
Every single time he gets home from school, he runs to give me a hug and kiss. Like he's like that. Mark
is not words.
No. His is a lot of physical touch too.
His is touch.
I think when you're a little kid though, that it's almost everybody I think loves to be hugged.
And his is touch, and I also think gifts is his number 2.
Yeah, I mean, little kids love that, right?
They love that. Yeah, if you clean the room for him, he don't care.
Yeah,
you know, if you.
Although he used to say when he would go to preschool, Mommy, when I gone, you keen, and then I would come home and be like, you did it. He was so excited.
Yeah. All right, but that's our kids, and so
yeah. But did we ever ask them those? No, we just have picked up on it. And so if you're really watching, you can kind of feel out without being. What's your love language?
You try all 5 on a person over time. Yeah. You don't do it all in one 5-minute moment, but you try it over time, and you're like, which one really got the best reaction? That's probably their number 1.
You usually are able to tell.
Yeah. So I first read this book when I was in college. It was part of a marriage class that I took, marriage counseling in college. And so when I took it back then, my number 1 back then was words. And it was pretty prominent. It was like 40%. My number 2 was physical touch, and it was probably 25%. And then, if I'm not mistaken, thinking back then, acts of service was number 3, Gifts was number 4, and quality time was number 5. Do you remember the first time you read the book?
I was either in high school or college when
Do you remember the order back then?
I remember words was first for me. I really, in that time of my life, I did. Like, I liked the verbal praise and stuff. And I think it wasn't anything that's super high now. It may have been quality time, I think, after that. And then the others kind of far away.
Do you remember which one was at the bottom?
Probably gifts. Because I didn't understand it.
Right.
And I felt kind of bad saying that I liked it.
Yeah, because when you take the quiz, I love it when people give me a gift at Christmas. I love it when my partner shows up with a random gift. And
like you choose between two. So it's like, I love getting a gift from my partner, or I love getting a hug from my partner. Which one sounds more materialistic?
And you have to be honest enough with yourself going, you know what? Yeah, I like it when people give me a gift. You have to be real about it and just understand that.
Know me and watch me, you know how much fun I have buying gifts for people. I love thinking about what is the perfect gift that can put together in a gift basket, all the stuff they love.
Y'all, she starts Christmas shopping in like May.
And I don't want to just buy a gift card. Like, I want to really think about the person. It's not about the amount of money that we spend. It's about what will this person really, I mean, I've given gifts that's just time. Like, I put together that recipe booklet for my mom of all family recipes.
And it made your mom cry.
What can I give someone that's like, wow, they really thought of me. They spent time on me. That to me is the most special. So I really misunderstood the whole gifts. I think a lot of people do. But after kind of learning more about it, I realized, no, that one is very high for me. And a lot of the way I figured it out was because I love doing it so much.
Right. Yeah. For me, quality time back then was my lowest. And the reason it was my lowest is because I valued being alone.
Well, I did too.
Yeah. I valued my alone time, and I valued needing, and the funny thing is, I value alone time, and I'm mostly an extrovert. I mean, I've got some introverted tendencies, but I'm mostly an extrovert. I've actually gotten more introverted over time. But even back then, being an extrovert, I don't like... I like giving time to people, and then when it comes time for me, I like being alone. I like going to watch a movie by myself, play a video game by myself, go do something by myself. And it wasn't until getting married and having children that began shifting a little bit, which is why my numbers have changed a little bit over time.
Quality time, I really, really like how it says quality time and not quantity, because I don't like spending a huge quantity of time with people because I am very introverted. I can only take so much, and then I need to have some downtime. Right. But the quality, the short burst of really connecting with someone, I do really like, especially if it's someone important to me. Now, if it's just a stranger, that's a whole different thing. Yeah. And then physical touch was always hard for me because I am not, being introverted, I'm not super touchy-feely. Nope. Now, I love giving my friends, kids, husband, hugs, stuff like that. But if I meet a stranger, my first reaction is not to go hug them. Right.
Or even shake their hand.
Well, I mean, maybe if it's the right situation, but sometimes it feels kind of awkward. I overthink it. I hate when
I don't think I've ever seen you put your hand out to take a handshake.
I don't know that girls really do that as much.
I know, but like they're like
people. At church, if I meet somebody, I give them a hug. But out in the wild, I would never do that. Right. I feel like church is different because...
But honey, a person that just came into our doors for the first time, you would not just walk up and hug them.
If I was just meeting them, I probably would. Now, I wouldn't just walk up and hug them. I would be like, hi, nice to meet you. And if I got the vibe they were into it, I might would hug them.
I'm saying, but people that are physical touch givers predominantly,
they just go right
they don't care if you want one or not. They just give it to you.
People who like Lucy's, she's also very physical touch. Yes. She has always been like this. She wants to sit, Mark II, on you, like pressed up against you. Yes. David will tell you this week, he was gone a lot. And the kids, I don't know if they were trying to just make up for what they were missing, like because you weren't there. I was trying to do everything, they wanted to be on me, like touching me. Yep. I had everybody just piled on me. Yep. And David got home and I was like, I can't be touched. Like I am so touched out. Yep. And I think people that are physical touch don't get like that. Nope. Our kids, they love to be like on you. Right. I can't do it after a while.
Okay. So now at this point, fast forward 15, 16, 17 years from the first time we ever took this test and read the book. At this point, currently in your life, honey, what is your number 5?
My number 5 with a 0%. And again, this is not saying I don't like it. It's just when they put it up against another one, the other one won out. Yeah. Doesn't mean that I don't feel love. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's hard with the quiz because they put it up. Do you like this or this?
Yeah.
Well, the other one would always win out, but that doesn't mean I don't like it. It's just not as much. Physical touch, like I said, I'm not super touchy-feely. And so usually I feel love in whatever the opposite of that is. Doesn't mean I don't sometimes feel love with a physical touch, but I just don't feel as much.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yep. My number 5 with only 3% acts of service.
Wow.
But here, like I said, and spoiler alert, my number 1 to give is acts of service.
And that's because he knows I love it so much.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
What is it then?
It's because I like making other people's lives easier.
Yeah.
I love when something needs to get done, I want to do it. And this goes back to being an armor bearer. I'm an armor bearer by nature. My papa said, wherever you go, serve your pastor. So all the time, when pastor's just sitting there in a chair looking at his phone, I'll walk up and go, is there anything I can do? I just love knowing that I'm making his life easier, that I'm making the staff's life easier. Whenever anybody comes up with anything, this really needs to get done. Unless it's something that I know I will be doing nothing but wasting their time trying to help them. If I can help them, I try to help them. But I do not want you doing anything for me.
I understand that, but I also think when it's me, you do, like when I make your lunch, do you not, you always are so excited if I do that. Or if I bring you, I guess that's more gifts, but if I bring you like a drink in the middle of the day you weren't expecting.
That's a gift.
That's a gift, but is lunch a gift?
Yes.
I don't know.
Because I can make my own dadgum lunch.
Well, you could.
And I can go buy my own lunch.
I know, but any act of service you could also do yourself.
That's not an act of service to me. That's a gift.
I don't know. I feel like cooking is an act of service.
Not to me, it's not. Not to me, it's not.
A gift.
Not to me, it's not. Cooking is a gift. To me.
Well, it's a little bit of both, but
that's why you doing my laundry doesn't really impact me. Because I could do my own laundry if I wanted to.
If you wanted to.
Yeah. And I have done laundry. And I can do laundry.
No, I know.
But I'm just saying that I don't see it as that. Whenever you go out of your way to do something for me that is above just make me a sandwich or if it's or whatever, because to me that just goes along with we do things for each other. To me, it's understood. I was raised in a house where you just do it.
Yeah, but if, say, your coffee's ready and I bring you a cup of coffee, you like that? It's acts of service. That's not a gift.
It's different, though. I'll tell you thank you, but it doesn't...
You're always like, oh, honey, thank you. That's so sweet. You just say that all the time.
I know.
You don't be like, oh, thanks. Like, I feel like you like it more than you think you do.
No, I'm just returning the words of affirmation. I can get up and get my own coffee if I want to.
I don't know. Like
I'm just telling you, it does not. It's number 5, and I answered it honestly. It does not.
I know, but I think though, and I agree with you. I'm just saying, like, just like I said, like with physical touch being compared to the other ones.
Yeah.
I think with you being compared, I've seen people do acts of service to you, and I feel like you liked it.
I receive it and honor them for it.
Yeah.
It's more thrilling for me to honor them for what they've done.
Yeah.
Than it is for me to receive it. If they did it or not, it wouldn't have fazed me. It really doesn't.
That's hard for me to understand.
Well, again, I told you I'm different.
Yeah.
I know that it will make them feel better to honor what they just did for me. So I will give them words for it and say thank you. But if they don't ever do it for me again, I won't miss it. I can go do it myself.
Oh, gosh. Okay, let's move on.
You want me to be honest?
That just feels ungrateful to me.
If
somebody goes out of their way,
I'm being honest and being grateful.
If somebody goes out of their way to, I'm trying to think, like at church, I can't think of an example off the top of my head, but if they do something above and beyond for you to serve you, you don't care, like it doesn't do anything
above and beyond, yeah. But if it's something that's expected and this is just what you're supposed to do.
That's not what acts of service is, though. Acts of service to me is above and beyond. It's not like just the expected.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If I know you versus you just, did something
because everybody, like to me, acts of service, everybody knows you could do it. Everybody knows you could do it. But if I know you've had a long day and I'm going to do it for you, that's different. That's just me.
I think there's levels to everything. I think there's levels to all of these. But,
well, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I just
know that I've seen people do acts of service to you, and I feel like you like it more than you
think, again,
or more than you know.
Well, again, maybe it's the way these questions were phrased. What is being put up against? But my bigger joy, honestly, is to validate people for what they're doing. That's why I try to always go around to people that are doing things in ministry and say, I appreciate what you do.
Yeah.
I try to tell people that all the time. That's me showing words. And so, yeah, I want people to know that I see what you do and I appreciate what you do. And if you and that just motivates them to do it even more. But I don't want them doing it for me. I want them doing it for him.
Well, yeah. I mean, we're trying to compare this in the ministry is probably a bad example because everything we do.
Well, that's where my life is.
Everything we do, though, is for God.
Right.
But if somebody is taking something off of your plate, say that you had to go mow the grass or put a bunch of tools up in the sanctuary because you had them all out and somebody went and did that for you. I think you would like that.
I would like that.
Yeah. Just maybe, but I understand what you're saying. It's not as strong.
What's your number 4?
I was actually surprised. Actually, I have tied.
Okay.
Number 4, 3 and 4 are tied with 17%.
Okay.
It is words of affirmation, which used to be my top one, and quality time.
Which also used to be your number 1 at one time.
I think quality time was number 2. I don't know if it was ever number 1.
At one time it was number 1.
I don't remember that. It's important to me. Both of them are important to me. But again, when you put them up against the other two that are top, the other two went out. But it doesn't mean I don't like them. I do like them. When people tell me, hey, you did a great job, that means a lot to me. So when we say like this one, like I was trying to tell him with the acts of service, just because we're saying it's our bottom, it doesn't mean that we don't like it.
No, I still, just occasionally. I'm just saying it does.
You just said it did nothing for me. I was like, oh.
That's different.
I'm just teasing him.
You know,
I'm just teasing him. But yeah, quality time.
Send your hate mail to David at.
No, they're going to hate me for getting on you. I just know as your wife,
I'm used to it.
No, don't say that. As your wife, I know sometimes you think you may think that you don't feel anything, but I can tell. Like I can tell what makes you smile.
I think you're trying to go fishing here because your number 1 is coming.
No, I'm not.
Okay, but yeah, why do you think your quality time has gone down? Because it used to be very high. Why do you think words has gone down?
Well, I mean, they're still high though. They're 3 and 4.
Everybody talks. Talk is cheap. Words mean nothing. That's your thought.
No, that's not what I said. I said they're important.
I'm kidding.
I really do. It does mean a lot to me. But again, somebody can say something, and it is just like a minute or 2 of their time or a minute or 2 of their effort. But to me, if they do the other things, it's kind of like not only did they think the good things, but then they did something with the good things. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? As opposed to somebody just saying you did a really great job.
Yeah.
Or thinking you did a really great job and doing something with it. I don't know. It just means a little bit more to me. The quality time, I don't know why it went down. I think just in comparison to the others.
I think it went down because you're surrounded by people so much now with a bunch of kids running around our house that you value your alone time more than used to.
I mean, I love having quality time with a family. Don't say that I don't. I love it. I love when we have Saturdays together and stuff like that.
But then by the end of the day, I'm going to bed. I don't want to see anybody anymore.
I just need a nap. I need to take a little break.
Yep. My number 4 is quality time. And like I said, it used to be my number 5. It's moved up a little bit because I do value time with my family and I do value time with Jess. And it does matter a lot to me. But I do also love, I actually feel relieved and refreshed at times when I get to just be alone.
Oh, yeah.
And there's an introverted side of me that does like to come out. But if you had to pick, would you rather always be around people or always be alone? Of course, I'd always rather be around people.
Well, that's just hard because what people are we talking about? It depends on what people.
As long as I can choose to exchange the people.
To me, like being around my family, that's a totally different thing than being around just acquaintances, obviously.
Well, of course.
But I get super awkward in those kind of situations and I don't feel love at all. I feel stressed.
Yeah.
But quality time around like my closest family, absolutely. I love that.
And since you already did your number 3, I'll do mine. Up at 17%. Quality time was at 10. Up at 17% is gifts.
Yeah.
Gifts has always been my number 3.
Oh, interesting. I thought it was lower than that for you.
No, gifts and acts of service switch places. But it's always been my number 3.
Why do you think gifts has gone up? Or why do you think it's high?
Gifts has always been either number 3 or number 4. We're always right there in the middle because I grew up in a gift-giving family.
Your dad's big on
my
gifts.
My dad's number 1, I think, is gifts.
Yeah.
To give and to receive. And so, there was never a a fun birthday or a fun Christmas time, and it always did make me feel.
There was never a fun birthday or Christmas time.
No, excuse me, my bad. There was never not a fun.
Okay.
Forgive me.
Dang.
I don't like double negatives, so I just accidentally didn't do one. There was never. There was never a birthday or a Christmas that was not fun, and and also the random take you on a trip and hey, let's go do this. And when he would show up and check me out of school early to go to lunch or something, that was always
gifts.
Yes, yes.
I think it's more like quality time.
That's a gift to me.
Yeah,
that's a gift.
It's both, I guess.
No, to me, it's a gift because you're giving me the gift of getting out of school.
But it's also you're giving you the gift of quality time. And he's serving you by getting you out of school.
Yeah,
gifts are this is the definition, tangible. You have to hold it.
Well, then my definition is screwed up because when anybody does something for me that I didn't ask for,
that's acts of service.
That doesn't come across as acts of service to me.
Do you want me to read the definitions again?
I hear you, but to me, when you do something for me that I didn't ask for, that's a gift.
Well, then what's your definition of acts of service?
Acts of service is when you do something because you're supposed to do it.
David, that's not acts of service at all. That's acts of obligation.
That's just the way I've always viewed it.
No, that's wrong.
Well,
no wonder acts of service is at your bottom. Yep. Acts of service is you go above and beyond expectations, doing something you don't have to do.
That's the reason it was number low for me because to me,
that's why I was so confused when you said that because I'm like, I know that's not true. I've been around you for 16 years.
What? I kept reading the definitions and I'm like, no. Well, then the other one's definitely more attractive to me. But like when someone comes up to me and says, "I did this, this, and this. Are you happy I did it?" I'm like, you're supposed to do that.
No, that's not what it is. It's somebody does something that they don't have to do. They went above and beyond to do something. That's acts of service.
Yeah. See, that's why I praise volunteers more than I praise people that,
have like a job.
Yeah. Like when people are, and I try to go out of my way to validate people.
I was so confused. So confused because you were like, it means nothing to me. And I'm like, that's not true. I know it does when people go above and beyond.
I'm just saying, like, I don't expect, I don't expect you to say thank you every time I take the trash out. You're supposed to do that.
No, that's not what acts of service is. It can be partly, but most of the time, you mean to read the definition again?
You don't have to read it again.
Mostly it's, they do not have to do it. It's something probably that you normally do, and they
like I said,
go above and beyond
3%, one or two of those questions, that one was more appealing to me than the other, but it was always my number one and number two are overwhelming. And so if it was probably paired up against those. It just confused
me when you were like, when people do stuff, it doesn't mean anything to me.
Well, that's also good content for the listeners. Yeah, y'all can.
What are you saying?
There are people commenting and screaming at us right now.
All of the people that serve you have given you like service are like, well, dang.
No, I praise my volunteers.
No, I know. I'm just saying it was funny. We just had that a little messed up because your dad taking you out of school, doing something fun with you is kind of like acts of service / quality time, not gifts. Gifts are something I can pick up and hold.
Well, I held the fork and the food.
If it was only he gave you food and he like left you alone, that would be a gift.
Okay.
Yeah. You mean to read the definitions again?
No. For the fourth time, no.
I'm just teasing you. Okay. So do you want to do number two? I mean,
you're number two.
My number two is gifts. Going right into it. It's 30%, so it's very high, 30%. Again, I love to give this one. I think more than I like to give my number one too, but I love giving gifts.
You do.
And it makes me so like you guys know that watch my channel. What do I do every Valentine's Day? What do I do every Easter? All the kids always get gifts. What do we do on Halloween? Like, I always just want them to have gifts. Like just to know that I thought about them. They're very customized to what they like. I find it kind of like a fun challenge to try to put together a gift for somebody. I really love it.
Yeah, I can definitely tell you do.
And when David or anybody surprises me with something that I didn't expect, again, it's not about the price tag. It's about the thought. And it's like, and then when I see that thing in the future, I remember that person that gave it to me.
Right.
So it's like this thought that keeps on going.
Yep.
It means a lot.
Yep.
Okay, you're number two.
My number two is words.
I went down.
Yep. It was one when I was young, and now it's second. Because, and maybe I'm a little jaded, but people talk. But I can tell when it's real. And when it is real, it means the world to me.
Yeah.
It really does. There are people that'll tell you, thank you for that, or, hey, I appreciate that. And you can tell by, either they're caught up with something else, or, you hand somebody something they asked for and they just like, oh, thanks.
I don't think that's words of affirmation.
I know what I mean. But to also growing up, because I grew up in the house I grew up in, words were not said a lot. There was a lot. Mom's words. Mom's is pretty high with words. Dad's is gifts and acts. Mm-hmm. Gifts and acts are his. So to hear, I'm proud of you, son, was not a lot. Mm-hmm. He would do things for me. He would give me gifts. That's how he showed love.
Yeah.
But words I didn't get a lot of. And so I think growing up a lot without having it and heard it, I wanted it. Mm-hmm. And so when my teacher would write notes on my paper when I did good, or when you get a Bible from someone and they write in the first page something, a prayer they've done for you. When I would get letters from people, emails that are thoughtful. Anytime Pastor Appreciation comes around and people don't just give me stuff, they write a letter.
Oh yeah, David loves
that.
Or
they go out of their way to talk on the microphone about how much Pastor David means to us. That just, my love tank gets so full so fast, because it just really means
Who ran up to you this morning and said, "I love you, Daddy"?
That would be Nate.
Yep.
And Nate does not do that very much.
Yeah.
And so when
he
really
does, that means the world, right?
It does, especially coming from a nonverbal,
he's verbal.
He's
verbal,
just not
but
he's not verbal. He's not super verbal. But so for him to come out of his way to do that.
And not just like, if we say I love you, he'll say I love you back. But for him just to come up and say
initiate it.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was huge.
And that's the thing to me. When you do it without me doing it first, that's the biggest deal from anybody. If anybody goes out of their way, stops in my office door and says, "Hey, by the way, I appreciate you. Thank you for all you do." That is huge, because I'm not doing something for them, and in the process of doing it for them, they say thank you.
I remember when we would do like productions at Easter or Christmas, and then you would come into the office the next day, and everybody like applauding you and telling you how good it was. I remember you just feeling so like proud,
nearly tears.
Oh yeah,
yes.
Like as close to tears as I've ever seen you, because all the hard work and all of that, and to get that recognition was super important.
And
and special.
Yep. You're number one.
My number one.
No shocker at all.
Service.
My number 5 is her number 1.
I think this wasn't high at all. I can't even remember. It may have been on the list top something, but it wasn't top number 1.
I think it's never been lower than your 3.
I think this came a lot with motherhood though.
Yep.
Because I feel
appreciate what I do for all of you.
No, like when people especially like when David or when our moms come, what do? They clean and they do all this stuff. Do they do that because they think I'm a terrible housekeeper? No, they better not. No, they don't. They do it because they love me and they want to help. And they're like, you do so much. Let me do this.
Oh, I can tell they do it for that reason, because they don't come in and redo it without you saying, no, this should be here and this should be here. No, they always say, Jess, where do you keep this? Where do you want this?
Like your mom, when she comes, like she doesn't sit down the whole time.
Never. Never.
And it makes me feel so loved, because I know she's just serving.
Mom's number 1 is acts. Her number 2 is words, I think.
This came up in a memory. It was when your mom kept them for, I think, the first cruise we went on, I think.
Yeah.
And Lucy said, Mom, why does Grammy do so much for us? Why does she clean and why does she do so much? How much do you pay her?
Wow.
And I said, baby, we don't pay her anything. She does that because she loves us.
Yeah, Mom's number 1 is acts.
And it makes me almost cry, because she does it because she loves us.
Your mom does too.
And my mom does the same thing. And so I feel it, because it's like they do stuff for me. And when you do stuff for me, it allows me to have that time to do something else, like love on our babies.
Yep.
I remember when we would first
go take a bath.
Yeah, or take a nap, or go on a trip or whatever.
Yep.
I remember when we first had our babies, and one of our moms would always be there like the first week or two, helping out. And it was so amazing, because I was breastfeeding. I was, dealing with the baby all the time, and they helped with the baby, but they were mostly there just to keep the house going. All the stuff I normally do, the cooking, the cleaning, all of that. And so it's such a gift. It really is.
Yeah. Because
when somebody does acts of service, that takes that responsibility off you, and you're able to focus on something else.
Yep.
And that's why it's so meaningful to me. And a lot of times it's not flashy. It's not fun necessarily to do for people. That's another reason why it's so important and special to me, because if you come do laundry for me, it's not like you're having the best time in the world. You're really going out of your way to serve somebody else. sometimes, like I love giving gifts. It's so fun, but that's fun for me too. I'm getting something out of it.
Right.
And I love serving people too, but it's usually not as enjoyable, like the actual act, but the payoff. I love being able, what do I do here at church? Like I love serving. And everybody's always saying, you do too much. Like you should let other people help with breakfast. We can help. You
won't do it like me.
No, I don't think that. I let people help, and it's not because you don't do it like me. That's not it at all. I feel, I don't know. I feel very proud.
I know you do.
And I love it. Like I love to serve people. I love, like, that's where I feel, I was making biscuits and gravy last week, and I was making the gravy and everything. And I just remember thinking like, Jesus, this is how I'm serving you today. I'm making gravy for our church people.
Yeah.
And it's not the flashiest position ever, making gravy.
Right.
There's people that are teaching, preaching, doing the kids' church and all of that. But my part in it that Sunday was I'm making breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
And we need all of the different parts.
Yes, we do.
And so I think it's just such a selfless thing. It's like when Jesus came, what did he do? He washed feet. Just giving of yourself and serving someone else is just, it's super important to me.
I agree. And that's you definitely go above and beyond with it. And it helps me to focus on those things, because I just know that Jessica will feel better about herself and better about her day if her load's a little bit lighter. And so if I can do anything,
and it's kind of like gifts. It's like when like David does simple things in the morning, it's never big. Like you'll make the bed a lot, straighten up the bed or whatever. And it's almost like that gift thing. It's like, oh, he was thinking of me. Like I know he did that for me.
Right. An act of service can be a gift.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to bring you coffee, but now you're not drinking it.
Since COVID, I've had a really hard time with hot coffee.
And
I can do ice.
We mean like a month ago when we had COVID.
Yeah. I'm hoping it's gonna turn around, because I can drink it cold.
Yeah.
But it's not really a taste. I don't know. It's weird.
Which brings us to my number one. No shock whatsoever. That's the only one I haven't said.
Physical touch.
Number one, 37%.
Which is crazy because, I do see you give people hugs and stuff.
This is receiving.
Okay.
This is
so
receiving.
you like it when people hug you. Like you like for them to initiate it.
Yes.
Okay. So it's just so weird. You don't necessarily think, I love this person, I want to hug them. Or do you just think, I'm going to wait for them to hug me?
Correct.
So you want the hug.
Yes.
If somebody does something good, you want to hug them. You're just unsure about how to go about it. Or
No.
like you feel awkward.
No. If someone comes up to me and just hugs me, I love it.
Mm-hmm. But when you really love someone, you don't think to go hug them.
If I know them and I know they like to be hugged.
Okay. Well, then that's showing it too. That's both.
Yeah, but if they're not a hugger, I'm not going to hug them.
Well, yeah. That's just being respectful.
Yeah.
But I think you show it because you love to like wrestle around with the kids, and you always hug and kiss them at night. And me too. Like I feel like you show physical touch a lot.
I do show it a lot.
Yeah. Well, you said it's not your normal to give.
It's not my number one to give.
What do you think it is your number what to give?
My number one to give is acts of service.
Where is it on the list though? After acts of service?
Probably 2.
Okay. Because I'm saying you still
probably 2 or 3.
I know that you do give physical touch a lot.
Yeah, number one to give is acts of service, and either 2 or 3 is this, and then words is up there too.
Yeah, like anytime I'm not feeling good, you're always like, let me rub your back. You do like physical touch. You love to hug.
Yeah.
You love to, all that. Yeah. And I love it too. Even though it's last on my list, I still love it. Just from certain people.
Yeah.
Is that weird?
No.
Yeah. So, all of you out there, let us know what your top love language is. Do you have anything else to say about this?
I don't think so. I think we covered it pretty well. I think it's just amazing that, that they weren't kidding when you have a 1 and 2 that's very overwhelming. 37% for touch and 33% for words. So that's 70% of the 100.
Yeah, mine was me get back to the percentages. Mine was 37 for acts of service and 30 for gifts.
Yeah.
So those are definitely the top.
Yeah.
But I do think, like we've said, you can't just do 1 and 2.
No.
Like if David did all of these ones for me, but he never hugged or kissed me, that would be a problem. Even though it's last on my list, I still need that.
But the headache is that that's my first instinct with you, and it's not what you want.
It's not that I don't want it. It's just that there's other stuff that I probably would want more.
But it's got to be difficult for you, though, knowing that's my number 1 and it's your number 5.
Yeah, it's just like, I think physical touch comes down to, I feel like, I don't know, like I'm so busy throughout the day. And like in the mornings, we usually hug and kiss goodbye, but I'm so like, lunch is packed, this. And
then when everybody's asleep, you're dead.
Yeah. So to like sit down David, and like hold your hand.
So David, go sit in a chair and let me sleep.
I know. I think it's just a season we're in right now. I've had a hard time sleeping. And so by like 9 o'clock, and I'll wake up at like 3 or 4 in the morning. So it's just
random noise in our bedroom that does not exist.
Y'all, I thought there was a mouse in our bedroom. I'm still not convinced. There was this like rustling noise.
Yeah. And there was an open cartridge of paper and the paper plastic was flapping around.
Yeah. But it was like, it would like not happen for a few minutes and then it would happen.
Yeah. Because the fan would blow
and
it
at first I thought it was Layla. And then I looked over and she was right next to me. And I'm like, oh, it's not her.
It's not Layla.
Yeah. I've been waking up. That's what woke me up. I was awake and I heard it. I just I have had trouble sleeping. And so, just even sitting on the couch, like I know David loves to just sit on the couch, watch TV and like snuggle, like hold hands, be together. Mm-hmm. And we just haven't been able to do that much because by 9 o'clock when the kids go to bed, I'm toast. I think I'm asleep by like 9:15.
And there's no getting away from the kids. Almost most of the time we're going to have to be the ones watching them. So,
well, I mean, the kids can be there when we're doing physical touch.
You know what I mean, though? At that point, they're going to want to jump up there with us or like I said, just the retreat of getting away, just me and you.
So yours is like quality time / physical touch. Because like physical touch people, I think it could be like they just hug each other in public or hold hands or something like that.
No, it is all those things too. But
you just like the quality time away also. Like not like physical touch in passing.
No, what I'm saying is if you weren't exhausted from everything you have to do and you just could just go away and not have to do any of that, you would be more apt to just be able to touch.
Yeah. Like when we're on vacation or something. Yeah. When I get kind of stressed out and busy, that's the last to go that's the first to go for me.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. When you're like, if there's one more thing on my list I have to do, I'm not going to reach for his hand.
And I think all moms get this. Like I told you the other day, when you have kids, it feels like crawling up you all day to go out of your way to want to hug somebody, even somebody you love. Right. It takes physical effort. I don't know if it's just me. I feel like maybe not. Maybe other people understand this, but I get touched out. I have had kids crowding me all day. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love hugging our kids and stuff, but they all like being very close in my space, on me, sitting on me. And so it's not that I don't love you and I don't want to hug and kiss you. It's just like, oh my gosh, I just need some solitude and some space.
No, I get it.
So, but I could do better. We all could do better, right? It's showing our love languages to people because a lot of times the ones you need to show are not the easiest or the most like first to think of.
Well, and that's the other thing is, and the hardest part of this whole thing, and we'll end with this, is to remember that your love language is probably not theirs, and they are trying to love you. And so at that point, not be myopic and not be selfish and not take the hug with a grimace of, I really would rather have a gift right now. I'd really rather if they do this for me right now.
Well, it's funny you say that because that psychologist I was talking about, he said, I don't really like talking about the 5 love languages, not because of the concept, but because a lot of times people are so focused on how they receive love that if they get a different one, they get annoyed. Like you should know what and the person's really trying to
That
love
never
them.
happens with you, Jess. That never happens with you.
What is that supposed to mean?
It's the truth of just marriage. There will be days where you will do, where either one of us will do something for the other person, and they just are not receiving it because again, ours are completely opposite.
Yeah.
And so when I'm trying to show her affection, make her headache go away, rub her shoulders, give her an embrace and let her know I'm right here. Everything's going to be okay. Let go of me and go do this and go do that and go do this and go do that. Then I'll know you love me. And I'm just saying, you won't say that out loud, but I'll forget that's not her number one. My instinct is to rush to you and show love. And it's the other way around. He must have had a terrible day. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that.
But I was saying the psychologist, I'm just trying to understand what you're saying. I'm saying the psychologist said that he doesn't like love languages because somebody will be trying to give something to someone and because they don't
what
feel
did I just
it. You
say?
said that's not you, Jess.
That was me being sarcastic. I was saying we're both guilty of this.
Oh, okay.
We're both very guilty of this.
I was not following.
We're both very guilty of this.
I think everybody is.
Yeah, and it's just the absolute truth. Yeah, I mean, you can.
Yeah, if I'm strung out and I have a million things to do, and somebody comes and try to hug me, I'm like, "What?
Yeah,
go pick up a broom.
Yeah, this is not helping me.
Feed this kid that's crying over here."
And if I come home and I've had a terrible, stressed out day, and she starts bringing me food and starts saying your laundry is done,
I've never brought you food and you weren't happy.
Because men have three basic needs:
Okay.
eating, sleeping, and y'all can guess what the third one is. That's our three basic
don't
needs.
use food because I know you like that.
That's whatever. But there'll be times when I will come home and she's cleaned the whole house and she's waiting on me to acknowledge it.
I will clean the whole house and he won't say anything. And it's night and day different. It's like crazy versus clean. And you'll walk in and you'll be like, "Did you clean?" I'm like, "Yeah." How can you not notice this?
And it's so because I know it matters to her, I've tried to make it a point, but now you're fishing for words.
I just want you to notice what I did.
I'm just saying there's no exact science to this. It's constantly in flux. The important thing is don't be selfish in needing your way to be loved. Accept what everybody gives to you.
What you need to take from this is how can I love others more? Not how can people love me more? And even though you're getting your list, use the tool mostly to help your relationship with others instead of looking at, well, this is how I receive love.
Right.
More, okay, this is how I receive love, but what does my husband need? What does my daughter need? What does my friend need?
Correct.
Because we get these lists and it's all about us.
Right.
But if you get your husband or wife to take it or just notice.
Yep. And typically, acts of service is a safe.
Yeah, it was a safe one.
So I think that's probably why I've adapted it to being my number one, because who doesn't want somebody to do something for them?
Yeah.
And so I think that's why I've moved up there. Or most people will say they do like hearing compliments.
Yeah.
But there are a few people. I don't know. Maybe it's a little different. There's some people that makes them uncomfortable to hear somebody start saying good things about them.
Yeah, I'm kind of like that. Like, have you ever been at your birthday or something? Everybody's like,
"Oh, Lucy called you out one day and said, 'Mommy, take the compliment.'"
Well, like if it's like somebody I really love, that's one thing. But if you're like standing in a group and they're all singing happy birthday to you and saying, "You're so awesome," it's so awkward. Like, I don't know where to look.
Happy birthday is awkward, period. I love words, and even I feel awkward during happy birthday.
Yeah, it is. It's weird.
Yep.
It's an awkward feeling.
Yeah, that part should go away. I know why we do it for ceremonial reasons, but if no one ever sang happy birthday to me again, I wouldn't care. It is just weird.
It is. Like, what are you supposed to do? You're just like, oh,
because you can't blow your cake, you can't blow the candles out, you can't cut the cake. You're just like, hurry up and sing faster. Hurry up and sing faster.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have a hard time too with words because I always want to try to this is what I've learned. This has helped me a lot. So here you go. When people give me words, my first reaction is I got to think of something to tell them.
Yeah.
And I've really been trying. God has really, this was something so big the last year or so, or maybe longer. Just say thank you.
Yeah.
Just say thank you. People would say, "I love your dress." And I would try to like downplay it or say, "I really love yours too," which is fine.
Yeah.
But there's also nothing wrong with just saying, "Oh, thank you. That's so sweet." And you don't have to say, oh, I got this at the clearance aisle.
And if they're standing there hanging going, and
I usually will follow it up with, yeah, you look so cute. But a lot of times when people give me a compliment, I always try to like downplay it. Like, oh, this old thing, my hair is terrible today or whatever.
Yeah.
And that just downplays there. But that's not good.
No.
Like, just say, thank you.
Right.
That's nice.
Yeah. I mean, I'm self-deprecating. I make fun of myself all the time.
But if people are trying to give you words and then you self-deprecate, it kind of takes away from what they're doing.
Correct.
I've had to learn that.
Yep.
Just say thank you.
Thank you. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
Period.
Put in the comments if you've done this. What are your love languages? Have they changed over time? We would love to hear your interaction. And yes, you can wreck me all you want to in the comments.
Nobody wrecked David.
Yeah.
We just had a misunderstanding of the definitions.
And then we had a misunderstanding on you don't know how sarcasm when you hear it.
I definitely did not get
We're almost to the Christmas season. My favorite moment in the Charlie Brown Christmas. Thanks for the Christmas card, Violet. I didn't give you a Christmas card. Don't you know sarcasm when you hear it?
I was like, what in the world? I'm so confused.
Yeah, I have a sarcastic sense of humor, so not.
But your sarcastic is. I understand sarcasm from everybody else but you because you're so dry with it.
That's the point.
I know, but a lot of people will be sarcastic with like a twinkle in their eye, like they're kidding. You do it so straight that I think you're serious.
That's the mark of a good sarcasm.
But if people don't know you're kidding, then it can come off as like really rude. You have to give them like a little something.
To me, okay, we're at a whole different episode now. But to me, that's like the comedian who laughs at his own jokes. That's not the point.
But the whole thing is if people don't know that you're kidding and they think you're serious, this has happened in real life to us. Somebody will say, David said this to me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that was totally a joke. They won't know that you're kidding.
Right.
So you have to give them a little like something to know you're.
Yeah, I know.
He's so straight that you will think like he seriously doesn't like it or doesn't like you or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah. That's why we love you, honey.
I love you too.
I
What can I do for you today?
I don't know. I've got a lot to do, honestly.
Yeah. Well, I wish I could take something off that list, but I got a lot to do.
You got a lot to do too.
Yep. What do y'all got to do? Here's what you got to do. If you're listening to an audio podcast platform, see what I did there?
I saw that.
Then make sure you give us a 5-star rating. Like I said, leave your answers in the comments of your love languages and what you're feeling and how you what you think about what we said. And if you would like to ask us some questions about this topic or other topics, whatever, you can send those to us at married15tolife@mail.com. We also will be taking questions from you for our Q&A episode here in the future. What the crap is so funny?
When you started that whole speech, you sounded so much like Nate doing his like monologues he does. It cracked me up.
As a matter of fact.
Oh my gosh. I just got a Nate vibe.
Anyway.
If you're watching on YouTube, definitely make sure you like this video, subscribe if you're new, leave us a comment, and click the bell to be notified when we post new videos.
Thank you, bless Jess. I appreciate. Always great to have you on the podcast.
Listen to that monologue and think Nate.
Always great to have a celebrity on the podcast today.
Definitely not
a
celebrity.
Yeah, I love you.
I love you too.
Thanks for the touch.
I'm sorry.
She just kicked me in the shin. I'll take whatever I can get from her. Until next time, everybody, I'm David.
They're going to think that I don't love you and I don't ever hug or kiss you. That's not true, people.
She's good at cooking, though.
Oh, my gosh.
You want a hug or a bowl of chili? Tough choice. Bowl of chili lasts longer. Hug's still... It'll take me 10 minutes to eat a bowl of chili. If you give me a 10-minute hug, I don't know what I would do.
Oh my gosh!
I don't think anybody can take a 10-minute hug. You can let go now.
I'm like Morgan and Vinny on Big Brother.
Oh Lord have mercy! That was
their love language is physical touch. People,
I think their love language was just making everybody else uncomfortable.
Oh my gosh! They did like 10-minute hugs.
I say I'm physical touch, but even I was sitting there watching like this is just.
That was weird.
Until next time, everybody, I hope you had fun laughing at this. I'm David.
I'm Jess.
I'm the husband.
I'm the wife.
And we are touchy-feely, full of words, doing things for each other, giving gifts, and loving spending time together. Married.
15 to life. Don't think we hate each other. We really love each other. We're just joking around, people.
Really?
We're just joking around. Tell them that we are just joking around.
We'll see y'all next time, everybody.
Bye, guys.